What's going on, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? How you guys doing? Let's take a look at what Spirit wants you to know right now, okay? We're going to keep this one short and sweet, see what kind of messages you need to hear right now. We have the Healer of Ages. I'm going to read this for you. It's card number 51. It adds up to a 6 for all my numerology girlies and guys. All right, health and vitality. This is great. Okay, it says this powerful being brings the force of ancient wisdom and profound healing. The light of divine consciousness pours from his hands and heart, flowing to you with love and a powerful healing intention. This amazing entity is with you now, bringing resolution to your physical, mental, and emotional ills, helping to unblock stuck energy and revitalize your life force. You may have felt this strong presence recently, or you may just be opening to the wonderful sensations now. You can call upon this emissary of miraculous transformation whenever you need vitality, balance, or renewal. Know that at the deepest level, an important healing is taking place. So right now, an important resolution to a physical, mental, or emotional illness or block or something that's been really heavy for you. Spirit's trying to unblock stuck energy. This is really beautiful, actually. So more balance will be coming into your life. I love that card, fam. Okay, let me see what else I got. What do you want all my Leos to know right now? Leo, please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do the things. Make sure when you subscribe, you hit the top notification bell by hitting the subscribe button, hitting it again, and hitting the top bell. That'll tell you every time I'm uploading. If I'm on here live, just hanging out with y'all like I was earlier today. Okay. I also do have memberships. They're $4.99 per month. I do readings with you guys privately here on YouTube Fridays at 6 p.m. All right, that's in the description box down below, where you can get, other information is also there as well. So love this for you. I think you guys actually got this curtain call like maybe a week or two ago. So again, Spirit's trying to say you're going to be very admired by a lot of people, appreciated, or somebody's going to be expressing this to you. There's a lot of hand clapping, Leo, okay? First, clap for yourself and let people clap for you. Some of you may be getting into theater, or you need to get into theater and try acting or something of that sort as a way of expressing yourself. You might be good at it. You're just telling yourself this isn't your path, or you're going to fail. And I'm here to tell you, you won't know until you try. And if you fail, what have you learned? That maybe it's not your direction, right? But you learned something and you had fun doing it. So I see some of you going to the movies. Spirit, there may be messages in movies that Spirit is wanting you to get by like watching something. There could be like an important message that comes through too, okay? Some of you, I feel like you may end up being celebrities, and you need to recognize this in yourself, all right? That's like the 6 of Wands. All right, babes. And then you got the tandem bicycle. There's big synchronizations happening in your life at this time. Maybe even a really wonderful partnership coming toward you. This could be romantic, or it could be like a friend. But things are starting to fall into place and come into alignment here. Some of you may have some hookups, okay? I'm not mad. Do your thing, babe. All right, do you. But this is really nice because there's a lot of harmony happening here in your relationships, or things are starting to come into alignment with the kind of people that you may want to be around. You may even find like a buddy soulmate type of thing, or there could be some collaborations coming your way. All right, my loves. So let me get one more oracle, and then I'm going to look at some tarot. I feel like I want to do the Sacred Destiny for you guys. So what's the message you have here, Spirit, for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? All right, guys. If you hung out with me this morning, thank you. I had a fun time hanging out with y'all. All right, let's see. What do we have here? What's the message for Leo? There it goes. That flipped over. Oh, you got the voyage. Some of you are going on a trip. For some of you, this is looking like a significant time, I feel, in your spiritual journey. And I'm also going to read the meaning of this card too, because I do feel like it's important to read the meanings of the cards, the way they come and the way they design for you to actually read them. So let's see. We have the voyage. Love this. It says, get ready, you're about to embark on a journey, whether physical or spiritual. It might be an inner sojourn or an outer voyage to a distant land. It might be a project or idea that is coming to life. But most certainly you are an intrepid traveler sallying forth into the unknown. Where do you want to go? What have you always wanted to do or be? This is the time to make it happen. What I feel like is this is saying now is the time to really start power manifesting. Okay, Leo, like now is the time. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, power manifest. Like you can make this happen, because I feel like the reason the message is coming through is because, you know, you really have the backing of spirit behind you to make it happen. Okay. What have you always wanted to do or be? This is the time to make it happen. Get prepared. Have a clear vision of what you want to experience, but also be prepared for the unexpected. That is part of the exhilaration of being a traveler, whether it's across universes or different timelines or in the physical, in a spiritual sense, okay? Remember to enjoy the journey as much as Remember to enjoy the journey as much as reaching the destination, because honestly, it's such a blessing to reach the destination, but you know what? It's really the journey that we have the most fun in, right? And that's where the growth period is. So some of you could really be in a beautiful growth period right now, and on a really special journey. So let's jump into the tarot and see what else Spirit be wanting to say, because Spirit's been very chatty. The universe be chatty. All right. What would you like to say today, Spirit? What do the Leos need to know? What do they need to know? The messages for Leo, please. Okay, we got the Queen of Swords. We got the King of Swords. All right. And we've got the Queen of Wands. A lot of really confident, independent, mental energy here. So something's coming into focus for you. And if it's not, it's going to be. You're going to be doing more speaking, expressing your truth. Your perception is shifting, Leos, or it's about to. You're going to start speaking and doing things, making declarations in authority or being recognized as authority on things. We have the Queen of Wands. So this is happiness, it's cheer, it's optimism. So if things have been really kind of in a weird, darkish place, because fuck the last 3 months, okay, it's been weird, 3-4 months, you're about to really step into discovering your life's purpose. And this is by talking to people, learning things, learning new things, and exploring, being open, and having this clarity come through. So it may become really abundantly clear to you what your life purpose is in the coming time here. I don't have a time frame for this. Whenever you see it is when you're meant to see it, for however long, okay? Because millions of people are going to see this. So be confident and in knowing what you want, and you will get it faster than you think, okay? We're playing a game in life, and it's all about what we create, not what we get stuck in. I talked about this morning, because really I went on this walk and I had this big message that I felt like was just kind of channeled, streamlined through me, about leaving the past where it is, the past people, that, you know, asking about what they're doing and the exes and all that stuff. All we can do now is thank the past, say gracias, we had a good time, and move forward. All right. A lot of people A lot of people are trying to repeat something in the past because of the feeling they had, and they're stuck there, and that's why they can't get what they want, because they're back here. They're thinking about that thing, what it used to be, or that old shit, right? So we want to move forward. So this is really nice. You know, you're going to be very, very focused in the coming time here. So this is going to really help to propel you in your life, okay? You're going to be less emotional than you have been. Be careful of how you speak, because, you know, the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords, they can be a little, you know, STFU type of thing, okay? Any big challenges you want them to know. Page of Cups. You may feel, you may get a lot of, because you're in a very, like, in your mind and getting things together here and very determined, you may kind of be challenged in a dreamy state, okay? So getting organized and wanting to, like, kind of escape into the dream, that might be a bit of a challenge for you. Listening to your heart sometimes may be a challenge for you right now. You may want romance, but right now I feel like the energy is working toward you grounding into yourself and working towards something, okay? So you may want to get a little emotional, maybe opening up and being, how do I want to say, being intimate with others might be a bit of a challenge at this time, because you're like a little more visceral. You're kind of on something. You're coming into something here. You're organizing things. You're speaking in a different way. Some of you are having a different kind of glow up, you know. You're kind of setting forth what, you know, what things will be for the future at this time. All right. So I definitely feel that. Any other messages here for Leo? Any other messages for Leo? What does Leo need to do now? Leo, what you need to do, 10 of Swords, the Judgment card, and the 6 of Wands. You need to put an end to this stuff about, like, not deserving acknowledgement, not deserving to be seen, okay? Some of you are hiding yourselves for the fear of being seen. Some of you are afraid of success. Dig that shit out. 10 of Swords. Dig that shit out, okay? This is a lesson coming back around for some of you. Just when you think some stuff is gone, sometimes it pops back up again. So if it's coming back up for you again, dig it out. What we get to do here, change the mindset. Change the mindset. Many of you may be reflecting. You know, the Judgment is change. It's making a decision to change, that you're no longer going to be in the state of mind of, I can't, I'm not good enough, I don't know how, etc., etc. You have all of the answers inside of you, Leo. It's just up to you to tap into it. Know it's there, right? And do something about it. Some of you are afraid. You're afraid of your success. And some of you are afraid of failure. Why? We don't learn in a comfort zone. I get it. You know, doing things because we're afraid to fail. Actually, I started making this video the other day in my stories, and one of the things I was saying is that people who do things like hide what they're doing in secret, do you know why they do that? Like, I listened to this video and this girl was saying the only way to be successful in life is if you keep everything you do a secret. Not necessarily. You know why? When you keep things this big old secret, right, what you're telling the universe is that I believe there's scarcity. I believe somebody out there is going to curse me, do a witchy thing, like take from me, steal my ideas, blah, blah, blah. That's what you're saying. So you're in the state of scarcity. So even if you create something, it really can't be abundant because you have this belief system that you need to hide all the things. What you get to do here, I think, is be a little public about yourself, okay? I'm not saying go toot your horn, you know, necessarily. I'm not saying tell the whole world, but when we start making powerful declarations with people who are on the same wavelength as us, the same energy, the same, like, unique signature, right? We gather the people that we need to help support us, because trust me, as a life coach, sometimes, you know, this is why people call for a life coach, because they want somebody backing them up that wants them to win. So yes, y'all get to look for the winners in your life, okay? Aligning yourself to that energy is going to help you be successful. You get to get over your fears of doing what you really want, right? The fear of failure, the fear of success. Why are you afraid of your power? You get to ask yourself that stuff. You're going to be thinking a lot about this stuff. There's a, you know, the Judgment is a reflection card. It's kind of like, what has my life accumulated and become up until now? What have I cheered myself for, right? What have I cheered myself for, and what have I demolished myself over? Okay. What you need to do is deal with this, get over it. If it's still there, you got to root that stuff out and shift the conversation that you're having mentally with it, right? Because until you reprogram the subconscious, you can do everything all day long. You can pray, you can chant, you can light shit on the moons, you can do all the crystals, you can do all this stuff. But if something embedded in your subconscious that you haven't brought to your conscious mind to recognize it needs change isn't changing, you're not going to manifest much, and you're not going to make much change in your life. Okay, so I love you guys. I got one more card for you, message from spirit. I feel like I'm also bringing the heat, so there's all these other side messages. I don't do things in order here. So the people that have an issue with it, I'm sorry. I do have learning disabilities, okay? So my brain just goes everywhere. I do my thing the way I do it. You know, I can't apologize for myself. I'm just saying, strap on in, get on the ride, have some fun, okay? Just get on a roller coaster. Hang on. If you watched this video to the end, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, come on back and see me. God, darn it. Okay, my bad. That was my bad. I'm all hyped up. I haven't even had a coffee yet. All right, what's the message for my Leos? Closing message. Oh, love this. You guys got the release and you got the law of attraction. Did we not just talk about these things? The cats are doing zoomies and chasing each other, and please don't mind my stuff. That's my thrift store stuff I got today. All right, so you got release. Work with Archangel Michael to let go of what no longer serves you or your purpose. That includes people. It's not just ways of being in your life, okay, Leo? You do get to let go of habits and repeating patterns, shit that you do. Like, do you always come home and sit on the couch, right? Like, change the pattern. I teach this a lot because I'm a mindset coach. So the only way to stop doing what you're doing and do different things and be successful is if you catch what you're doing as a pattern and you you disrupt the pattern, you disrupt the thing. And that's everything in your life, because how you do one thing is how you're going to do everything. All right, fam? All right, law of attraction. Relationships and activities that you once enjoyed are now changing as you become more sensitive and more aware of energies. So you guys are definitely going through a change. I love this because it's like a little fairy. You know what I got? She looked like a butterfly to me at first. So, you know, the butterfly is a true symbol of transformation. It literally goes in as a caterpillar into this, you know, cocoon. It literally disintegrates and melts into a chrysalis, and then it breaks free. And if you help a butterfly will actually die. You can't like touch its wings and things like that. They have to come out. Their wings have to spread. It has to dry, and they have to do this process on their own. So just know that whatever you're doing, you're attracting people into your life that will support you, that need to be on your journey most likely. Things are changing and shifting for you, and why that's happening is because you are changing and shifting. You're in that butterfly kind of state. And so you're more sensitive, you're more aware of things in your psychological, your spiritual state, your mental state, and you're attracting things. So you've got to be aware of your thoughts creating what you're experiencing, okay? What you think is what you get. You get exactly what you expect. That's how the law works. So if you always expect the same thing from somebody, I teach this too, you will always get exactly that. If somebody's always a dick to you, you're always going to get that until you change. And like, it's in there, it's embedded, right? So anyway, enough with my rambling. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I love you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day or night, weekend, wherever you are. And I will see you on the next one, my babies. Keep them paws up top. Mwah. Bye.